O'clock on a beautiful day here in Lamarck, Texas. I have some guests in studio. I'm going to kick this on the FM. I'm also going to let them introduce themselves. We're going to find out about an event that's taking place this Saturday, and you need to be at it. Here we go. Good morning. It's KHEA. It's not good morning. It's a good afternoon, and I got Justin Gambino in studio.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
We're good, man. Thanks for having us.
And we have another guest in studio who hasn't been in here before. What's your name?
Yeah.
Jonathan Camphy.
Jonathan, where are you from?
I'm from Troy, Ohio.
And you just got in town, right?
Last night.
Yeah. You excited to be here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's an event that's going on. Justin, tell us what's going on. Where do people need to be this Saturday?
At the Brazoria County Courthouse, Angleton, Texas.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, we're going to start at 5 p.m. This will be our third year doing it. And, Jonathan is a good friend and brother that has been joining me on the road for the last, 3 years now?
Yeah.
So whenever I'm touring out in Ohio, he picks up the cello or picks up the bass guitar and joins me on the road, or he'll fly somewhere where I'm at. But for the last 3 years, he's been flying into Houston and picking up his bass guitar. He's got the cello with him today.
Well, that's what I see. If you're watching this on social media, then you can see there's some equipment, there's some guitar and some cello cases that have been opened, and I think we're going to be able to hear some live music here in a bit.
Yeah, we'd love to do a number for you.
Yeah, so the event, if somebody hasn't been to the Brazoria County Revival before, can you describe what is it?
Yeah, so it's just going to be a night of worship, right? It's going to be a night of worship. Really, man, the reason why I started this whole, I don't know, do you want to call it a movement, Jonathan? Is it like I wouldn't call it a movement, but it is just a call to worship.
Yeah, so refocusing.
And, a time to refocus. And I started doing it back in 2020 whenever I realized that I was not refocusing. And I was, 2020, we all know what happened in 2020. And everything went haywire, and you either kept your cool or you didn't. And most of us didn't. And I know I didn't. I didn't trust the Lord like I needed to. And so at the end of that year, I was like, I need a revival, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so here we are on the lawn of the courthouse, because it was like outdoors and we could all meet outdoors. And now people have been asking, when are we going to do that again?
Mm-hmm.
And so this is our third year doing it. It's, people that haven't been to the Brazoria County Revival yet, what they can expect is some really loud, bumping worship music.
Yeah, man.
And then I got a friend of mine coming in from Ohio. He's preaching. So it's going to be kind of like church on the lawn of the courthouse, man.
Have you heard or had any, what I'll call a testimony or experience, people saying like, man, I was just at this courthouse, whether it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, for my court case. I was here earlier today. I walked out or whatever happened. Hey, now I'm here for a different reason, and this is amazing.
Well, that's me, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think we talked about this.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, that's where I was. Like, whenever the Lord told me to do this night of worship and revival, I was in Salt Lake City on tour, and the Lord said, I want you to do a revival in your hometown. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds great. All right, Lord, what's the venue? The courthouse. And for me, I have bad memories at the courthouse.
Yeah.
You too?
No, I don't, thank God. I don't.
I have bad memories at the courthouse.
Uh-huh.
I remember walking up to that courthouse feeling hopeless and helpless. Like my life is about to end because I'm about to go in here and get judged for what I did wrong. And, I remember the first year we did the revival. It didn't hit, like the full circle didn't hit me until I was on stage. And I turned around and I look at the drummer. His name is Joshua, Joyful Joshua. And his cheeks are just shining from the tears. And he's just like, the Holy Spirit's all over him. And I look at him and, we just have this moment, like we're all in the pocket. It's like an amazing moment. You're a musician, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody's just in the moment and in the pocket, and I see the courthouse behind him. I kind of see him in focus, and the courthouse behind him is kind of blurred out, and then it kind of, and then I see the courthouse in focus, and I remember just hitting my knees. I just broke down crying for a good 5-10 minutes on stage while the band's still going. They're like, Justin can't sing, but we're just still going.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, I needed that second chance, that third chance, that time of just remembering that God has me.
Yeah,
in the palm of his hands.
He's faithful.
He's faithful, dude.
And sometimes, like, especially 2020 COVID, you see the problems that we have right now, and then you're reminded, like, look how far, we've come. Look how far Angleton has come. Look how far, everything has come from back then, and God is faithful.
Yeah, totally, man. So that's what we want to remind people of, that we serve a good God, a faithful God, and we're going to worship him tomorrow night.
All right. How many songs? You said there's going to be preaching?
Yeah, so we're going to do, what do we have on the set list? Like 7 songs? 7 songs, a sermon, and then we're going to do an invitation number. Give people a chance to say yes to Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How have things changed, or what have you learned from doing this 2 other times before to now? And what kind of investment goes into something like this?
It's a lot of work, man. Man, you know, I walk the streets of Brazoria County, go door to door and post flyers. And some people would say that, like, posting flyers is like a thing of the past. Like, it's all on social media, and I agree with that to a point. But like, what I love about posting flyers and getting out and shaking hands, and I mean, it's face-to-face interaction. What we're missing out on that more and more this day. You know, with all the social media and TikTok and all that stuff. I mean, you can get on your phone, pretty much access anything you want right now, you know? And I think it's important to get out in front of people and be intentional. That's been a lot of investment of my time. But it's all to get people to the event, just to point people to Jesus. Of course, there's a financial investment, but it wouldn't be happening unless God's been providing every single penny. I was talking with Jonathan. Literally.
The stories are amazing.
He's like, how's it going with, the finances? I was like, well, after this weekend, I've done the math. After this weekend, I'll have $8 in my account.
Done the math.
Like, I'm going to come out on top this time.
Yeah.
$8.
Hey, that's what's up. It's like, crunch the numbers again. You get a good accountant, you may end up with a couple more.
Yeah.
Like 10.
Yeah. But it's been pretty amazing. Like, this past week, I needed to go, all the guys are staying at a beach house down at Surfside. And so got to stock up the beach house with food and snacks and what's their favorite snacks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So my wife and I are going to the store, and someone at church on Sunday, they're like, hey, we can't be there, but we want to be part of it in some way. And they just handed me a handful of cash. And I was like, hey, here's the money for all the snacks and food. Let's go use it. Yeah. And so God, I mean, just every single little detail of it, like, God's been providing for it, which is a confirmation for me that, I'm just, I may not fully understand why he's having me do it at the courthouse, but I firmly believe that we don't have to fully understand why he's got us doing certain things for us to, like, obey immediately.
Yeah.
We don't have to understand right now to obey immediately. So.
Not that it's important, but have you had any blowback or negative reactions? Like, why is he doing this at the courthouse?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do you handle that?
I think I handle it well. I won't say verbatim what this one guy said to me when I was posting flyers. I was in Freeport, and I shared this with you last night because I was not fully obedient to the Holy Spirit's prompting.
Mm-hmm.
I walk into this place, and this guy had some choice of words as to why we're doing it at the courthouse and why he wasn't going to go. And I was like, okay, cool, man. To each their own, kind of thing. And in that moment, I'm like leaving. I'm taking my flyer with me, and the Lord's like, share your testimony on why you're doing it at the courthouse. And I didn't. And then, like, but the cool thing was, like, I felt convicted later that, all the rest of the afternoon, I just felt convicted, and I shared that with my wife, after I got home. And but the cool thing is like, the rest of the week, God provided more opportunities for me to share my testimony. And so, like, later I was at I think I was in Alvin, and someone was like, wow, why the courthouse? Like, I don't have good memories there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, let me tell you why we're doing it at the courthouse. Like, here's my redemption right here. I can tell someone about what God did in my life, and hopefully they'll come, or hopefully, God will meet them right where they are.
Yes.
You don't have to come to the courthouse for Jesus to meet you right where you are.
That's right.
But yeah, does that answer your question?
It does. It does. Jonathan, what does this event mean to you, or what's, I guess, cool about this, where you'll fly across the country and come in and do this on this Saturday?
Yeah, man. Well, so I'm a full-time dad at home, and so this is obviously a great opportunity to come and make music with Justin and worship the Lord. But this event in particular, for me, it really is a refocusing and a personal revival, and just because it's not just about okay, yeah, I got to learn all the songs and try to hit the notes and time and in tune, but like it's about actually preparing myself spiritually and say, okay, right, just coming back to the essence of the grace message. And because I tend hard towards perfectionism and like that real type A kind of personality, and I get caught up in legalism a lot, and I need God to just hold me in his arms of grace. And that's what this event is for me. It's so like I'm so proud to be a part of it again, and I'm excited.
Very cool. What do you think about the Gulf Coast and Surfside and Brazoria County, Galveston County? What is that? What do you think about all that?
It's different, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
tell
it's
him,
like,
tell him about your mosquito encounter.
Oh my gosh,
this morning.
I must have looked so crazy this morning. So I got to the beach house last night. I got up, I enjoyed just this beautiful sunrise on the Gulf of Mexico, right? And I go outside and everything's cool. I'm like, I'm gonna go down to the beach and walk on the beach. And not 2 minutes in, I'm just like, huh, what the? And I'm just surrounded. I'm like, well, I know what I'll do. I'll run. I've been meaning to start running again. I start jogging. No, they're on me. They chased me all the way back into the house, and I had to kill like 2 or 3 of them in the house. It was ridiculous.
So y'all don't have mosquitoes up there like as bad or often, or?
They're dead, bro. They've been dead for like
with the
a
cold.
couple months. Yeah.
With the cold,
No. Like I went from highs in the like 40s and 50s to highs of 80s. So like, what in the world?
Yeah.
And they're aggressive down here.
They are.
He got off the plane last night and he texted me. He's like, I'm sweating.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's funny. So where are you from again?
Troy, Ohio. So
Troy,
it's like
Ohio.
north of Dayton.
Okay.
So west central ish.
So I was in Westerville, Ohio for a little bit, but
Love
I'm
that
not sure.
community.
I just know that I drove through Cincinnati and then it was like Westerville, like
Yep.
close to Columbus.
Yep.
Yeah, he's maybe like an hour or so north of Cincinnati.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to live right across the way from there, Dublin, which is in Columbus area. So the Westerville's northeast Columbus, Dublin's northwest. So
Are you a Buckeye fan?
of course.
Just wondering, like
What?
everybody is that's right. I don't know.
What? I mean, we're carrying that shame right now, but I'm still a fan.
Yeah.
We'll watch them play Georgia. We'll see
Yeah.
what happens. They better play angry. That's all I'm going to say. Enough about football. Let's bring it back to the revival.
Gardy is a
It's
sports,
Saturday.
sports
Yeah,
fan.
no,
I like sports.
You guys could talk for an hour on sports, I'm sure.
After this, all right?
Yeah. Hey, so I see y'all brought y'all's instruments.
Yeah.
What if we heard a song now, and then we can maybe talk some more, and then hear another song later to close it out? What do y'all think?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, I'm going to kick this on the FM. If you're not watching on social media, feel free to come and join us. And then whenever we come back, we're going to have a live performance of a song. It's KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. There we go. All right, so we're still live on social media. But there is, what song do we have playing right now? Some Bethel. Okay.
Cool.
And then y'all can get set up. And what song do you want to play? Do you have 2 songs that you could do?
We plan for one. but
Okay, let's do one.
We can do 2.
Let's do one.
whatever you want.
Yeah, let's do one.
Let's do one.
So this one is we're actually not going to do this one at the revival, so it's kind of a treat for those that are tuning in. It's a song that's going to be on my new record that's coming out in the spring. But man, I'm just so excited. This is probably going to be one of my favorites off the new record, and it's called Worth Fighting For.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try and get it set up, and then I'm hoping, and I'll just like monitor the mics and stuff and make
Cool.
sure that we
You
can
want
get
us to
that
do
mic
a little
moved.
check right now?
Yeah, let's get it.
Cool.
Let's get it checked. So this song is called "Worth Fighting For."
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna write that down so we know. Worth fighting for. Boom. If you're watching on social media, let me know where you're watching from. And then maybe if you've ever been to Angleton, if you've ever been in Brazoria County, and if you have any experiences at the courthouse.
Maybe like right there?
I think so. Let's see. Oh, that's crazy.
Something like that?
I think so. I turned my mic off so I wasn't bleeding over. Let me hear you just do a vocal with it.
Your love is strong. Your love is pure. tell me that you love me and that I'm worth fighting for. I'm worth fighting for.
Yeah, that's sick.
Cool.
That's perfect. Okay. So we got like 40 seconds left.
Cool.
And then I'm going to kick it off, get you guys introduced, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. And I'm going to film you guys on my phone. That's cool. All right. Feel free to share this out if you are watching on social media. Appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. The Brazoria County Revival is taking place this Saturday, December 10th, 5 o'clock. It all starts and goes down. All right. And here we're coming back in. Good afternoon. This is KHEA Radio. I have some guests in studio. I have Jonathan and Justin Gambino. There is the revival taking place this Saturday, December 10th at 5 p.m. at the Courthouse in Brazoria County. So we have a song. It's worth fighting for.
Yeah. This song's called Worth Fighting For. It goes like this. I speak your name in the crowded room. You hear my voice over all the noise. Something I've done 1,000 times or more, yet I can't describe just how your love is strong, your love is pure. You tell me that you love me and that I'm worth fighting for. I'm worth fighting for. I seek your face whenever I can't see what's surrounding me. I hear your voice over the raging sea inside of me. Something I've done 1,000 times or more, yet I can't describe just how your love is strong, your love is pure. You tell me that you love me and that I'm worth fighting for. Your love abounds deep within my soul. You tell me that I'm worthy and that you won't let me go, won't let me go. Won't let me go. At the end of my rope is where I found hope. On my knees, looking up, is where I found your love. At the end of my rope is where I found hope. On my knees, looking up, is where your love is strong, your love is pure. You tell me that you love me and that I'm worth fighting for. Your love abounds deep within my soul. You tell me that I'm worthy and that you won't let me go, won't let me go. love is strong, your love is pure. You tell me that you love me and that I'm worth dying for.
That's awesome. Very powerful. Very good. I love it. I love it.
Praise God.
So if people want to hear more, they want to worship more.
Man, come to the Courthouse tomorrow night, 5 p.m.
Yes. What about, can people get your music online, Apple? Can you stream it in as well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can find it anywhere you listen to music, stream it, download it, whatever.
You talked about new music potentially coming out?
Yeah, that's going to be in the spring, and that one will be on the record. But, yeah, man, come out to the Courthouse tomorrow and just come and worship with us and experience the love of God and worship Jesus. And it's just going to be a night of looking to Him, and I'm just anticipating move of God, man.
What happens after, because an event like this takes a ton of preparation, people coming in, all the focus is here, you know.
Yeah.
What happens after an event like this? What have you seen happen? Is it ups and downs? Is it, planning for the next thing?
Like as far as like man, we get a lot of testimonies flowing in on social media. One guy is going to share his testimony on stage tomorrow night that came last year and gave his life to Christ.
Oh, wow.
And this was a guy that I served in the Navy with.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't heard from him in years. Didn't even know he showed up last year. And then he messages me on I think he messaged me on Facebook. One of the very, like, just multiple testimonies, you know. So I mean, that's a special thing to, you know, read, you know, see how God moved. I mean, the night could be over and you might feel like you hit this chord wrong or hit the wrong note vocally or whatever, you know, you're caught up in like your failures or whatever. But like, man, God just has been moving at these events. And so it is an event that we want to do every year. Like I told God, I was like, Lord, you keep on providing the finances to do this event. I'm going to keep on showing up. Even though I don't fully understand it, you know, I'm going to keep on showing up. And so for me, after this, I might sleep like 3 days straight. Yeah, that's probably what it looked like. No, but like after an event like this, like the guys will be in town till Sunday and Monday. So it'll be hosting these guys, entertaining them, taking them back to the airport. You know, my weekend does not end till Tuesday,
mm-hmm.
you know? And then it'll be like right now for me as a musician, like the record's been done. Now it's entering like the mixing stages. So for me, it'll be like approving mixes and all that stuff, you know? So a lot of work to be done. And then we'll start planning for the next revival.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, people ask me this question all the time, and I never really know how to answer it. Are you ready for Christmas? Because it's coming up quick.
Absolutely not.
Not a chance.
I'm ready for the revival.
Yeah,
and then like Tuesday,
I'll
start dreaming about Christmas because I'm gonna be sleeping. You know, I'll start dreaming of all the gift ideas I need to go pick up. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a great opportunity. Like, you know, with the Christmas time, there's a lot of things, and I'm sure I haven't been through Angleton in a bit, but is there like decorations? Is it kind of festive?
Yeah, they so last weekend they did like the Heart of Christmas,
mm-hmm.
I think is what they call it, Christmas on the Square kind of thing. So
mm-hmm.
they did like a Christmas tree lighting, big tree, like right in now it's in what they call Veterans Park, which is around the other side of the courthouse. And so they did that. It was like all the local businesses and churches came out. They had this big old thing on the square around the courthouse. So they did that last weekend, but I think the weather changed the Lake Jackson like light up. You know, they lit up downtown, did the Christmas parade and all that stuff. But no, yeah, they got decorations up and all that stuff. So it's cool, man.
Yeah,
Angleton's come a long ways. Yeah,
I need to get back down there. I need to. I remember it as a kid, but like I'll just see like the businesses like popping up and just different things. And
yeah,
I did see one of these things. It was like a TikTok reel, and it was like cities you don't want to visit, you know, number 23, Angleton, Texas. You know, it was like, Yikes. If you're looking for a used car, like some other things, I kind of kept like just hitting on Angleton. I was like, okay, put some respect on Angleton, Texas, right?
Yeah. Did you comment?
No, I didn't.
Did you defend it?
I didn't. I just like, I'm not even going to give the algorithm the satisfaction.
just swipe up.
Away. Yeah.
Nice move.
The least I can do, right?
Yeah. That's the best you can do. No, man, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
number one reason to visit Angleton, Texas this weekend is the revival.
exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Where can somebody find out more information if they want to, I guess, find out anything else about it? We missed anything? Maybe they want
All the event details are at justingambino.com. The event is also on Facebook, Brazoria County Revival. You just search that. The event page should pop up. And I think my band's in town. Do people use bands in town still?
I don't
Do you
know.
use bands in town?
I've heard of it, but I don't use it.
Yeah, I got it. It's easy for me because it's linked up to my website.
Yeah.
So justingambino.com, it has all the details on that website. So, yeah, man.
Perfect. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
I don't think so. Is there an elephant in the room?
No.
No. Okay, cool.
No.
There's a cello case in the room. I want to know, how do you get into playing cello?
Man.
How does that happen?
Public schools, man.
Yeah.
I just the junior high teacher came around one day and was sporting the instruments, and I was like, I want to play bass. That's a cello. So my parents were like, how about cello? You're not gonna be able to get that thing back and forth on the bus. So it was a compromise. It worked out.
Yeah. And you're how tall are you?
6'2".
Okay, you're 6'2". You look even taller than that, but I feel like they're like, yep, the big instrument with the big guy.
There's a little bit of that. Yeah.
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 Cool. Well, you sound great.
Thank you.
I've tried to play, I guess, like the bass, like the standard bass, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like with the bow, it's like,
he can do it, man.
yeah.
I finally did get to play the bass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to wait a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you recently do like a gig for like a wedding where you played the stand-up bass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That is cool. Like, yeah, the string quartet or whatever. It is just beautiful. You can't,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing like it. You know, they make these, digital versions of it and like keyboards with the sounds, and it's like, it's way cooler with somebody actually doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
He's like, anything else you want to tell me?
You got a little
Keep it
hand,
going.
Don't stop.
you got a
Keep
hand
it
clap
going.
button over there. Yeah, I like an applause button.
Justin, I know y'all got to run. Thank you so much for taking
Dude,
the time.
thank you for having
hanging
us.
out.
Yeah, thank you.
Gardy. Really appreciate it.
JustinGambino.com, December 10th. It's Saturday.
That's tomorrow.
It is already tomorrow.
Yeah.
I forget what day it is.
Yeah.
I thought it was morning earlier.
I know you did. You're like, good morning.
It's not
Nope,
morning.
This is good afternoon.
It was 2:00.
No, yeah, tomorrow night, 5 p.m.
Appreciate you guys.
Courthouse. Appreciate you, bro. Really appreciate it.
This is KHEA Radio 99.